All right, van fans, here we go. I got the Super 73s on the back of our Storyteller Overland, and I wanted to know how this would all line up, so I couldn't find any videos on this. This is what I would highly recommend. At one point I thought I was going to be putting them up on the B2 bike carrier, and I don't think that would have worked. I never tried it, but this, in my opinion, is the way to go, especially when you're driving as quick as we do and hitting some not so great roads. So I bought the bike rack from the One Up Bikes, and it is the definitely 100% the way to go. Looks like that guy is the logo. And when you buy this, make sure you buy the one. There's two different ways you can buy it. You can buy it with the double bike, which is what you're thinking this is. It is not that. This is the single bike right here, and then you connect on. So basically from right here where my fingers are back is a second bike rack that you can add on. I think you can keep on adding on. I think you can add on another one for a third one if you want it. I don't know if you can or not, so, but I think you can. So, but it doesn't matter. I'm showing you what you can do with two bikes here. So buy the single bike and then get the add-on piece for that. And the benefit of that is if you ever want to use it just as a single rack, you can just, with these two bolts right here, you just loosen those two bolts, slide the thing over and pull it right off. It's that easy. And then you're down to a single bike rack. So you're kind of getting the flexibility of two different bike racks. First off, I want to show you how sturdy. I mean, this is like as sturdy as you could ever imagine. I mean, it's amazing. You can't really see the quality of it until you have it installed on your van. Second off, if you do have the box on the back, like we do, you can see here that you will need an extension piece right there. And basically the way we have this set up is we have the extension piece, which I'm going to go on the other side. We have the extension piece, which is this company right here, KUAT, and that goes basically into your regular bumper. You can see here I have the owl vans on there, so it fits. And then you have this plate here that you can order on Amazon as well, and that just holds it tight so it doesn't shake as much. So basically super easy to put in. It's basically two bolts you tighten up there. The extension that goes in the furthest out position. You're going to find two. You can see I have another hole right there. So that one is not the one you want. You want it in the furthest one out with this plate on it. And then when you put this on, you're going to be wondering too, like, do I leave it in a little bit? I did that at first. You don't want to do that. You want to go ahead and pull the One Up all the way out. Now you're like, well, how does that work? You have this pin here that goes through a hole. It's not exactly the case. You can see it goes through a hole, but there's this long chamber right here that basically allows you to adjust where you want that One Up bike rack on the system. And another thing you wouldn't know unless you have one of these installed or have installed one is the whole hitch thing tightens up into that box hitch through a screw or a bolt that's right here. Using a special Allen head screw or Allen head wrench that they give with it, and you tighten it up, and it makes everything kind of tighten up as one piece, and that's the benefit of that. For taking these bikes off, it's super simple. If you are buying the One Up bike racks, you do need to get the wide tire kit, which is these pieces here. So you get that piece. They also give you these pieces here in that kit, and the longer screws that you'll need here and here. If you're setting it up, you're going to want to put it so that it's 3 down, as you can see, on the front as well as the back. So 3 down. And then you're going to want to buy these bike locks as well, so that someone can't just basically click this one button and take your bike off and and steal your bike. You obviously don't want to do that. So, these bike locks are really nice as well, in my opinion. So basically that's it. I mean, that's how easy this is. Now, to make this a little bit more solid, I also did bungee the bikes right here, so around the front fork, and then just basically through the holes they have here already, so you can see. And we've traveled over 1,000 miles with this configuration already. The one this side, which I think this is how you want to do it, because your handlebars would be hitting the box if not. So you have to put the one bike facing the driver's side first, and then the second bike has to face the passenger side. Now when you do that, these two are there's a really great place here. I did not put this sponge in there when we drove the first 500 miles, and it did amazingly wear a ton of like this thing off of here. I couldn't believe how quickly it did that. I think because that's aluminum, and it does, with just the rubbing, it rubbed it off pretty good. So I just put the sponge in there for the second 500 miles, and that seemed to remove that issue that we were having. You can see here that it is tight between the box and the bike. However, it never hit the bike, even though you feel like it will. The other cool thing is when you do have the bikes off, there is a single channel down here that there's a piece that you twist with your hand that you can see here. And then there's one bar, and you can pull it up and you can fold it up so that it's a lot closer to the van when you're not hauling the bikes. So hope this video is helpful to somebody. We wanted to know how it would work with our Super 73s. With the camera and everything, you can see really good still. We feel like this is the way to go if you're hauling Super 73s, a single or a double, and gives you the best flexibility and still really good ground clearance. I mean, you're adding, I would say it's probably 3 feet to the back of your van, but it doesn't change the driving ability. If anything, to be honest with you, it might help. The van seemed a little bit more grounded. There was no rattle or squeaks or anything while we were driving. So really, really happy with this product, as well as obviously my Storyteller. Take care, guys.